Hey guys, Terry here for Rev3 Games, and I am sitting on a couch today with Zach Mumbach. He is the producer of Army of Two, The Devil's Cartel, which is what we're checking out today. We've also got Stephanie here with us. She's going to be leading us through our demo, so why don't we just hop right in? So, is this a reboot, or what are you guys calling this?
Well, it's not a reboot. It's not like a pure sequel. We're not really... I don't know, we don't talk like that in the studio.
Really?
It's a really fun video game we're making.
Okay.
It's set in the same universe and some of the same characters. The story takes place after the last two games.
Okay, what is the story?
Basically, TWO has been hired to come into this town, La Puerta, and protect the new mayor he's kind of on this crusade against the drug cartels. So they're brought in to be his private security.
Okay.
And then it kind of goes from there.
Yeah, we've got two different characters from the previous games now, right?
Yeah, it's two. Salem and Rios are in the game, but they're not the playable characters anymore. The playable characters are now two new guys, Alpha and Bravo.
Ooh. Fancy masks.
That's them. They got cool new masks.
Who's the lady?
That's Fiona. She's our guide here through this little bit of this level.
How exactly does the humor of this game compare to previous games, which were very tongue-in-cheek? Because it seems like you guys have said that you're taking a little bit more of a serious tone with this one, right?
Yeah, people kind of ran with that. We still have that. I think it is toned down ever so slightly, more in context. Like if you're in the middle of a firefight, there's less little jokes. It's interesting. We're trying to get a fine balance. People, they expect that from the Army of Two games, but at the same time, we want, like when you're in the middle of like shooting and fighting for your life, we want it to feel serious and risky. So we're kind of trying to balance that out.
Right.
In the end, though, we still are very, very tongue-in-cheek and kind of have the jokes and the humor there. It's just at the right time. We won't have jokes and humor in the middle of shooting guys' heads off, which we do lots of.
I can see that. So what's happening in this scene right now? What's the story here?
Okay, so basically the cartel has taken over this old church. It's like an old abandoned church, and they've got a sort of a center of operations in there, and they've kidnapped, I don't want to spoil the story, they've kidnapped somebody that you're trying to get back. And
okay.
So you're in here, and we're sneaking around the back. Which we're not really being that sneaky, as you can see.
Right.
If by sneaky you mean like throwing grenades and shooting machine guns, then yeah, that's sneaky.
So it looks like there's definitely a reward system in place for making hard kills, right?
Yeah, every action you do in the game will reward you with overkill points, and overkill is like our new special ability. It's a new mechanic we have. So we try to encourage more co-op things. So like if you get like a kill, that's fine, you'll get points for that. But if you get a kill with your partner, you'll get more points. Or if you get a kill where you flank somebody that your partner is distracting, you'll get more points. Or if you were the person distracting them, you'll get more points. Basically, the more co-op your actions are, the more points you'll get, and the quicker you'll earn overkill.
Right. We're playing via System Link right now, right? Are you guys going to have some kind of local co-op?
We have split screen.
Okay.
And then we'll also have online co-op.
But no more competitive multiplayer, right?
We're not doing competitive multiplayer. It was really just about where we sort of put the people on the team. We wanted this, rather than kind of make a decent co-op campaign game and a decent multiplayer, we wanted to make a really good co-op campaign and kind of invest in that. So
yeah.
that's what we chose to do.
I was a little surprised that you guys abandoned that. I thought the multiplayer in the previous games was quite good, actually.
Yeah, it got, as far as like quality and everything, it did get reviewed decently and people liked it decently, but as far as what our fans were playing, they weren't really playing it much. Ooh, I don't want to die. That's going to be embarrassing.
It's okay, you're talking to me. It requires skills to talk and play at the same time. I couldn't do it. Do you guys still have something like the aggro meter in here, or is the overkill meter sort of replaced?
We still have the aggro system, and what aggro basically means is that, the more I kill guys, the more I do, the more I'm going to draw attention, and the more my partner is going to be able to flank unnoticed. We don't have the meter anymore, mainly because we added the overkill meter, and it's just a lot of meters to be on the screen, and there's a balance there, right? We don't want to fill up the screen with HUD elements.
Yeah.
So this is overkill that we're in here, by the way. When I'm in overkill, I have unlimited ammo, I'm invincible, and I can dominate. It's sweet.
And there are bonuses for if both you and your co-op partner initiate that at the same time?
Yeah, we get in double overkill, which gives us all those benefits I just talked about, plus everything goes into slow motion, which kind of makes it easier and more fun.
What about the single player? Because you guys have always had, the option to use AI. How is the campaign for that different?
I mean, it's the same. We put a lot of work into the partner AI system so that if you're not playing with a buddy, it still feels like he's doing smart things, and he'll use overkill and he'll help you, and he'll try to flank and do tactics like that. When you're playing in single player, you have a command wheel that we don't see here that allows you to tell him, hey, I want you to be aggressive and you be the guy that moves forward, or hey, I want you to flank, or hey, use your overkill, or whatever you want him to do. The game obviously shines when you're in co-op, just because a lot of what's fun about co-op shooters is kind of the banter between friends as you're playing and stuff like that. But you can definitely play it single player as well. And we put a lot of effort into making sure that when you're playing a single player, the AI kind of does what you want. It plays well.
It seems like Frostbite has allowed for a little bit more gore. There's a lot of blood around.
I don't necessarily know that was the engine. We definitely wanted this thing to have a lot of gore, and I think when we got overkill in there, that was kind of the first. Once we got the slow motion in there, and we were like, okay, well, let's play around with dismemberment a little bit, and then, that's a slippery slope. Once you start cutting guys' arms and legs off, then you just realize how much fun it all is.
Yep. I see a lot of weapons dropping from these guys. Is it worthwhile to pick those up, or do you?
They've got. Sometimes they have some really awesome stuff, actually, and sometimes they're just carrying more standard stuff. It just depends on the guy. But yeah, there's definitely some good weapons. And we also have full customizing on the weapons that you own. And so we allow you to carry sort of two primary weapons. You can switch back and forth. So right now I'm carrying a assault rifle and a shotgun. I could carry an assault rifle and a sniper rifle, or a shotgun and sniper, whatever loadout I want. But the best way to sort of figure out which weapons you want to buy is to steal them from the enemies and test. It's like a test drive.
Yeah. Can you still bling them out if you want?
Yep. Of course. We couldn't even make an army game without. If you can't turn your guns gold, it's not an army game.
I need a diamond encrusted grenade.
Yes, absolutely. You have to have it.
So how have the shooting mechanics actually changed, if at all?
I mean, they're in the most basic of senses. You point and you shoot, and they're pretty similar to. That was brutal. They're pretty similar to before. Obviously we're kind of always fine-tuning, the mechanics and what they feel like and everything. And we want each weapon to sort of have its own unique feel. And the biggest thing for our shooting mechanics has been the addition of overkill. Obviously, it's just such a huge change to the way the game plays compared to the first two. Having that ability and giving you the responsibility of having to figure out when you want to use it and when you don't want to use it.
Right. So there's no morality system at all anymore?
No, we're not doing that again. That was something that just didn't really resonate that well with that last game, other than for people making fun of it. I mean, we really want to concentrate on what was fun about the games. That's why we sort of focus so much on co-op. We actually got some. Like you had mentioned earlier, we got good feedback on multiplayer. Not that it was bad. It was just that when we talk to our fans and what they want to play, they want to play co-op, and it's the same thing with I mean, really everything. That's the one great thing about being on the third game of the series, is that we've had the opportunity to listen to the fans and get so much feedback from the fans that you can really try to make the game that they want.
Yeah.
That's who the game's for. As much as we want to be arrogant and say, oh, we make games for ourselves. And, no, I mean, you want to make games that the fans of the games are happy with too.
Right.
Of course, you want to be happy with it, but.
Are there any points where you two split off and do your own thing? Yeah,
there are a bunch of points throughout the game where that happens, and sometimes you'll be completely split, and then sometimes it's more about, like the demo we showed at Gamescom was one guy's in a helicopter and he's covering for a guy on the ground, and sometimes it'll be like you got to go over here to do this objective so that you can kind of open up this path for your partner. I'm gonna throw a grenade at these guys. Seems like they need a grenade.
Yeah, it definitely seems like it's retained the fast pace of the previous games.
Yeah,
you literally just jump right in and start shooting dudes.
Yeah, definitely. That is what we're here to do, shoot dudes. as you so eloquently put it. We're shooting dudes.
I work in video games, okay? I don't need to be eloquent.
Yeah, no, me neither.
So are you in double overkill now?
No, this is actually just a little breach moment.
Oh, okay.
So it's just, we put you in slow motion
Breach,
as you breach through the
slow-mo.
door. And if you, each breach, or dual breach as we call those, so they're the ones where you have to breach the door with a partner. Each one of those has kind of a set number of enemies, and if you're able to kill all the enemies within an allotted amount of time, you get extra overkill points for what we call a flawless breach, which we just got because we're awesome. So now my overkill meter is full, and I think I'll activate it. Clear out some of this cover so they can't hide behind it. Throw a little overkill grenade. It's gonna be good. They're gonna like that when it blows up.
Is ammo? It's not unlimited all the time. Only
Ammo
when
is
you're in
not
overkill.
unlimited all the time, but ammo is unlimited when you're in overkill.
All right, so that's the end of the demo here. We've reached it. This game is coming out March 26th, right?
Yep, for the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3.
Yeah, you guys are gonna have some competition on that day, I hear.
It's a big day.
It
That's
is a
fine.
big
We
day.
welcome it. The more good games, the better.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for chatting with me. The game looks
Thanks for
great.
having us.
Stephanie, you are wonderful as always. If you guys want more coverage of Army of Two, you are more than welcome to subscribe to our channel because we're going to have more videos up on this and tons of other wonderful games. So make sure you're subscribed.